those that don't know, the CART, which is an independent collective of autocross and the track day for years, is now a chapter. And so their time trial events are now SCCA time trial events. You do what Pocono and Thompson later, we're hoping to expand next year. There are preferred providers. And if you doesn't have to do a time trial program, they're all our own people who know what they're doing. It's wonderful.
So hopefully we can work something out with our schedule to make everything combined.
Ready to work together.
Yeah, very good. And again, crew weekend together. Last event, Thompson, they had 2 new chairs, rotten teeth. They're nervous about not doing a good job, but they're in good hands. Bruce Rodman and myself are helping them out. We're not gonna let you fail, trust me. So.
Yeah, no, for the first time, of course, yours, anybody.
You always love it. When we did it, I had no clue what to do, right? So, we're getting there.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better as I go.
Remember, cold beer good, warm beer bad.
And no Budweiser.
And registration is like Louis.
So I got the shopping list here.
Thompson in October is going to be hot coffee.
Want to do the financial report?
Certainly.
That's right. Yeah, put your orders in.
Remember what I said last meeting? For the first time in a year and a half, we were in the black. Never mind. Yeah. The good news is, the bad news is Palmer lost a little money, $2,000. The good news is it was the best Palmer we've ever had financially. If we had gone with Egg's marvelous patented cheap takeout dinner there, we would have broken even, but we invested in our reputation by doing the thing, and I'm kind of glad we did. So I anticipate we probably got about another $6,000 to $8,000 in fixed expenses between now and the end of the year. I know Brian a little money. We got the year-end motor award. We've got some money we owe Donna. So at this point, I would project that if Thompson goes poorly, we may lose a few thousand for the year. And if Thompson goes really well, we may break even or be close. So it's not the worst situation in the world. I am optimistic that Palmer keeps getting better. But again, we got 4 events there. We haven't made money yet. But it's only because the car counts. We're just not drawing it yet.
What was the car count?
This time there was 96 primary entries, 3 single, 1-day entries, plus 30 several different.
So, Dave, I wasn't there. What was the weather? Was it a little questionable?
No, it was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine. It was good.
So there wasn't any weather.
Oh, it rained. Yeah, we rained. There was weather. I drove in the rain. Oh, that's right. We had a late start on Sunday morning. Saturday morning we qualified in the rain.
Right. So is it likely weather might have suppressed some people who were doing late registration, waiting to see what the weather was like? I don't think.
No,
It's always possible, yeah. I thought it's always possible. I sure when I was drinking, I smiled. Oh, it's great. I don't remember the race.
I mean, there was no black and white.
So we had 30
forecast
people
for it,
there.
so.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was
Is that
really,
because of pro life?
it was, yeah, well, yeah, of the 15 people that ran pro IT, 14 also ran a regional session, which was actually pretty impressive, but if we hadn't had pro IT, would they have double dipped somewhere else anyway? Did we draw a few extra? This is the first time we've had pro IT in like 5 years. And at 15 cars, that's about the best we could expect. They're kind of in a rebuilding period right now. IT as a whole, its classes aren't all that healthy right now, and that series is trying to get back on the feet. So, could be worse. Could be worse. So,
I had 25 double dippers the first time, but
yeah,
well, maybe they like time.
maybe. No, we had 24 in New Hampshire. So, who knows what.
I'm just looking at the proportion of 25 and 87, 30 and 96.
What's the middle number there, you know?
One day, if you go to the far right, religion's over there, regular one day, and, and you go to the
Any questions? Thank you. For those who didn't make the big rows, this is good for you again.
You had to remind me.
Hey, you know,
I was working a wedding that day.
Oh,
you could have called in too well to work, you know.
Trust me, they would have they would have hunted me down.
I thought we were gonna run out again. Man, I sit there and watch it, people pile on and pile on. And I was shaking my head and we made it.
You know, those people that do it really know how to, they come out right.
He does a
real good job.
I pulled some strings on that one. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't. I kept counting them to do it. And his wife hates me. Because of all the work they had to do. They were heading to the Big E first thing Sunday morning.
Yeah, but yeah, we
Well, Saturday. Yeah.
There's no in early. but-
Yeah. So it was good. We run out of beer, munchies, anything.
Thank you, Bruce.
And we also had the track night was a Friday night, so we invested about $100 worth of beer and munchies on that, and we got some people that stick around, we got some people that come back on Sunday. So, that wasn't bad.
How did the vehicle overlap work on that? Was there a problem or, no issues?
Yeah, it was tight, but I didn't hear anybody screaming.
Is Trevor? Right. Is Greg on?
No, I've sent him the new link, so hopefully he can look. I mean, we did have Bob, but it would have only been, I'm not sure where he went. So.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we tried to look a little different for the track night. It said, previous ones, we haven't done any munchies, beer, or anything. And Greg's idea was just to have them come in while we were coming in. And he had asked if we could do something between all of us. We figured, hey, throw $100 at it and see what goes at it. I went down there. Did you stay down there the whole time? And I bet you half of them stuck around.
Yeah, and we were just sitting under the tent talking racing, and, some of the people have aspirations. They were excited about it. I don't know whether it was beer or not, but they were excited.
For kids to be excited.
Yeah. So, I think that went over well. I'm not sure if I got it before the last meeting or not, but SCCA has already emailed me asking to try to do it again for our events.
On Friday.
Yeah, that's great. So, to be continued, and I don't know if Greg will be the one moving forward, or who knows? I know Kathy's involved with it too, so maybe we'll have some more interest that way, and rolling people over for the weekends. So, any questions on that? Thompson's up next. It is our championship weekend. Double points for the last race.
Did I put that in the stuff? I don't think it was in the stuff.
No, confusing.
Double points last race, though. It's also a divisional race.
Because I don't think I got that information, so I don't think it was in the stuff.
Yeah, we'll do we ended up I don't know if you heard what we did. Because we lost a race on Sunday, we did double points for single race. Because there was some people there running for our championship. If they didn't get that, they wouldn't have been able to run for it. So we counted as 2 races, double points.
So it's counted as 2 races and 2 separate points.
Correct.
Yeah, a lot of the drivers came to the control and asked for that. Went over very well.
Yeah. I think it was the right thing to do. I was down there for a while. And they said, well, this is what we're gonna do. Go out for 9 minutes. And I said, why go for 9 minutes? Makes no sense. So we went for one long and, yeah. I know I went up into the garage area and let them, everybody in the garage, that's what they wanted. So, that's the area.
Down at the stalls down by Start, there was one guy out of all of them that was lying.
What, it wasn't the 2 races?
Yep. One guy, that's the only one I heard. So just remember, there's always one. I don't remember. It's Mark.
I'm sorry. We also have the, HRT guys with us, they're up to 10 cars, something like that. Last year they had 15, so maybe we'll pick up 5 more this week.
Are we presenting 13? I've got 7 minutes.
7.
We're expecting more.
We had 15 last year. We're up to 108 right now. I'm sure we'll get a few more stragglers in. So,
Okay, that's his deal.
so as far as Thompson is concerned, as I said the last meeting, we will be down in the garage area for the after party. The tent is not available, so we'll be bringing food and beer. I think it'll be okay.
Oh, you do your own alcohol too? Really?
Wow. They told me they had no, it is. And I emailed Josh and he said, thank you for letting me know. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a go.
Next year you can leverage it into, well, that's what you let us do last year.
Yeah, well, we're gonna check their wedding early before we.
I will wait till forever though. So.
You shaved your head last year, this year, next year you'll get married.
Food-wise, Brian got pizza the last time, so it seemed to go over well. Fortunately, I wasn't there, so I don't know how good it was.
It's good though.
Yeah, pizza. Lots of pizza. Okay.
Bigger than Bobby.
So, that's probably the direction we're going in again, in terms of the car count. It will be cold there, right?
There's quantities, yeah.
I think that will be it. Oh, we'll be doing the worker awards down there as well. Worker awards are umbrellas.
Ooh, handing out those.
Nice.
We have our logo, Thompson's logo, and I went with Midway Buick, Bodai, and Flat Out.
Yeah.
And those guys are on there to thank them for what they do for us when we ask them to. So,
Yeah, they stepped up into the cost last year, remember?
and I think Flat Out just, when we do RAL laps, they just do it for us, right?
Oh, I don't know. So, but I mean,
They do.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, so.
Since she's not here, that's all they asked. Jesse wanted to know how many worker awards are going to be allocated.
Yeah, I got that email from them.
You did?
Yeah. And I told them generally the worker awards have been, they've been telling people what they need.
Yeah, exactly. Chiefs tell, they do it.
I got 110 umbrellas.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. You'll be surprised, I think, we had about 100. Just about the same amount last year. We ran out.
Were we asked to submit names for the workers' awards or?
No, but I'll send an email out this week so that, You know, well, just to make sure, and if they're not there,
For one side.
for one side if they're can. Yeah, there's just two of them.
There's
Just one.
I don't need more.
But I'll send out an email this week to make sure you guys put your list together, and we'll announce everybody that's there at the workers' party. Okay? So,
You have a list too, of it,
list of,
or something that you didn't.
yeah. Yeah. The one I was supposed to put these together, didn't put it together. That's okay, I knew that would happen. We ended up getting the umbrellas from a place where Mike Buchella moved his business to. So they kind of gave me a deal, but. No, Mike brushed it off, he didn't tell me. Yeah, so, they're due in this week. I should make this, hopefully it doesn't rain, right? Anything else? River Woods?
Oh, that's on the Thompson River question. I got an email. Hi, Marilyn, I just registered for the Thompson event and CVK. If want champion award that I received, which says it exists for track day or for a discount towards the Thompson Road Race Series.
Yeah.
That's not us.
That's not us.
What's he talking about?
So, Bill Watts, has emailed me after the same deal. He is allowed to. Wednesday is Remembrance Day. If he's got a certificate, which he should, track credit. So he goes in and signs up for it and. We kind of distance ourselves and basically say it's a track thing, speak for the track. Exactly, right. So, you see what I'm saying? Test day, Lou okay the test day and Remembrance Day. No, last year Thompson is our sponsor. So he's always getting the track day. Schedule. So, get an email from New Hampshire. Yep.
All the specialists with all the technology they need are in one spot. So we can put new teeth in one day. We do it every day. Our doctors use precise technology in a warm, welcoming environment to create your new.
When we go to the third weekend, and I was kind of blowing them off on that, not wanting that weekend, wanting the first or second weekend. Yesterday, they came back and said, is the first weekend good for us? So I gave them a tentative yes. That's what we want. That's what we'll go with. August 5-6. I think it's 5-6. The first weekend. Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday.
Somebody working with it?
Excuse me?
That's always been a light event.
Yeah, well, we made money at like 87 cars last week. You know, it isn't the best one at all. We'll have to see if we can get anybody else to come up. Energy or some, or Pro-IT or somebody. They're not going that far, though. And the V Challenge guys, we gotta talk to them too. Right. So we can definitely put something on there.
So the good dates are May 27, 28, New Hampshire.
Hang on, hold on.
It's
On the agenda.
Oh, okay.
You don't have one, huh?
No, I got
You got here on
I just
time.
didn't be gone that far.
Dude, you got a little,
I left my kids.
you got a little Kentucky Fried Chicken right
I
there.
left my kids home.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Alone?
Alone. All day. Like 15.
Still,
I don't.
you got a pen, you ready?
How much water damage?
May 27, 28, which is Memorial Day. August 5, 6, also New Hampshire. September 8, 9, Palmer. This is the question, what we want to do. The October weekend at Thompson, 6 and 7. Do we want to go to Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday. The only reason we went Friday, Saturday is that was Mother's Day last time.
No, this is the October weekend.
Oh, Thompson, I'm sorry.
Thompson.
I thought there was a lot of complaints about that.
So,
Friday, Saturday.
the last year we did a survey, it was 50-50. 50 said yep, 50 said no.
So half the people are pissed off no matter what we do.
Yeah, it's always.
Well, and so what you've got to rely on then is the car count, but did it work? No, you don't rely on car count, you do. So 50 say they won't come, 50 say they will come. Here's my point. A survey is subjective, a car count is objective. If the car count shows that it was successful, repeat. You have nothing to do.
And
Yeah.
The Friday shows have been an issue with workers.
And the
Sunday is an issue with no morning activity.
you know,
That Columbus Day weekend,
Yes, it is.
Yes,
so could we run late on Sunday?
we can wait, run till dark.
which is not all that late.
But,
But, you know,
In October, when's daylight savings?
well, November,
Remember.
yeah.
But don't forget, we're still getting sunset around 6:30.
6:30,
Yeah,
dark
o'clock.
at 6:30.
We
6 o'clock is about as late as you're gonna go. Dark.
Yeah.
The other thing that we could do, if we're there in July, you know, it would be possible for us to even run into the evening quite a bit on Saturday. You know, we could try, and maybe that's what we should do. If we end up with a summer date and an October date, maybe we should run Saturday, Sunday in July, you know, and run a couple of sessions after supper, so to speak. You know, and then, you know, you mean you can't drink at dinner, but I take a quick dinner break and then have a party after that. We could run till 8 o'clock in July. And then do Friday, Saturday in October. You know, that way you'll have something to compare.
Yeah.
Both ways. But we don't know where we're gonna be in July yet. That's the other problem.
So, what's our thought for October?
If we run
Fine.
Saturday, Sunday, we can only get 6 hours. So what would you do for a format? Would you try to have 2 quick races?
No, one long race.
One long.
One long race.
Just like we did at Palmer.
It'd be very quick race.
Could you
See,
do,
the turnaround time.
could you do a 30 to 35-minute race? For everybody?
And I was thinking that, you know, the format's different because we got 3 races every weekend. The point is, the national championship weekend, so we can make up our own silly rules.
I think the point being though, if you do half-hour races, say 7 groups, that's if we have another group.
We don't have to give them a whole hour.
Yeah, I understand that. That's 3.5 hours plus. Which is another hour and a half. So that's only 4.5 hours and 6 hours.
Is it great?
That's right, I got it.
So we could, you know, we could even do that Sunday race, count as 2 and as triple point. The championship weekend.
That might go people.
You know, that would be, so it would count the same for participation and points as this year does.
My guess would be too, is that weekend will also be a division. That seems to be what Chris was liking is going there for last race. So do you want to go Saturday, Sunday? Right?
How early can you start on Saturday?
9.
9? Okay.
We can run as late as we want if we pay the overtime, and the overtime is less money than the track rent. They were only charging us $1,000 an hour for overtime, and the track rent's about $2,000.
Will that be REO as well?
No, this is October we're talking about. Yeah, we're still in October. So we want to try to go.
But the other thing, somebody threw it out, was doing something Sunday morning in that downtime, which.
So that would be the
Ashford.
That would be 7/8.
Worker party.
Oh, okay, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday, we have them.
Yes, October 7/8.
And the daycare down there on paper for September is a Friday, Saturday. day.
Correct.
Is it Palmer Friday?
No,
No,
we haven't talked about Palmer at all.
Well, the September race was in.
Oh, yeah, right, that's Saturday, Sunday.
That's a 9/8.
that's,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, then that's a
So this,
10.
Oh, is it?
what, September? Oh, 9/10? Yep, sorry.
Just wanna make sure
Fire me.
Saturday,
Thank you,
yeah.
Marilyn. Fire me.
Just wanna make sure. Oh, no, no.
Yeah, it's so hard for you, yeah.
I'm not even throwing possible.
So there's those 4 weekends that we know we are in line for right now. I want to skip over the Palmer race. Line Rock. It is penciled in for us as of right now. I have not gotten any answers from them about if they're gonna give us a discount, if they're gonna, what they're charging us. The question, I guess, is do we want to keep them on our schedule? From what I hear, I don't know if it's true or not, that we could actually be the only Line Rock race next year.
Really? You're really threatening us to run the race? Well,
We don't know, they took a,
I'm figuring New York Region took a $40,000 hit if they're using the same numbers that I am. At one point, there are RE said, maybe I got one more year left in the club. And at one time, he said, I can't do this again. There was also some discussion of Mulhead in Northern Jersey who are also not racing anymore. And New York trying to find, they don't have any talent left. None of these regions have that many people who most people put on a race. There was possible discussion of the 3 regions getting together like in a tri-region type thing and trying something. Maybe a one day like Mulhead used to do, would lower their risk quite a bit. So we don't really know, and we probably won't know until at least the end of November if they're going to get out of this event.
Me, I guess from a strategy standpoint, I have just a feeling that the right thing to do would be to abandon them for a year and let them see how it is without. I don't think it's going to be one of these things where they're going to fill it up. They won't, and then we
yes,
don't.
they will.
They sell every other weekend, and they sell our unmuffled weekend, right? Choice.
They won't care.
They won't care.
They
Not
don't
only
care.
are unmuffled vendors showing up at Line Rock. There's only so many of them, right?
We give it up.
Well,
That's the theory.
right. You know, the only way you hurt Line Rock is if they don't have work. They need staffing. They don't need us. They haven't, NASA's there now, all these different organizations are there, and they pay. Although I don't think they pay like we do, but they consider us a pain in the ass. Because we, I guess, ask for stuff. They'll sell our, it'll be gone. Horse Club will buy it. Horse Club writes a check first of the year, up front, for their events there. They don't give a deposit. They prepay the event, and they'll take more because that's what the sports people want to run. The question is, does it really matter? What's more important, whether, the survival of our chapter or, whether we have a historic race at Line Rock.
I mean, it is our largest car count weekend,
We still lost them.
and we still lost money, only a few, only a little bit this year.
no.
And that's because we did a different format for dinner.
We did some cost savings. Yep, no question about it.
And so we would have had another $10,000 loss if we hadn't done it.
Dick, just a simple question on a supply and demand thing. If it's our most popular race and we still lost money, that our pricing problem, should we be charging more?
That is an excellent question. That is an excellent question. If we charge, we are charging more for that race than anything else by 20 or 30. What did we get, 425? 445? 440.
445 or 425?
420.
425.
Whatever that number
Yeah, I
was, it wasn't the elasticity point, right?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the limit.
We don't know what our limit is.
How important is it to our drivers, rate line?
Some of them it's
We don't
very
have it.
important.
Yeah, some of them are very important.
And, you know, fortunately, you know, we're at 395 for our other regionals. If we have a price increase, it's gonna be very noticeable. Lime Rock, we could add it $10 or $20 and nobody will remember because it's, you know, it's not at that edge
Right.
of a price point. Jack the price a little bit. You know, like the JV's trying to play hardball with them on seeing if there's some places that can save money that will save. You know, we're talking about we put a calendar, we can put it on the calendar for $25 and we can always drop it.
Yeah.
If these negotiations go forward.
Other regions drop rates. So the reason why I'm asking is I have a weekend on hold with Thompson the same weekend. That weekend I have at Thompson as well. Because it was available.
Well, the numbers are not bad, though.
Let me ask one more question about the Lime Rock. So if we did that weekend, it's just the big track, it's not the autocross track, it's not included, right?
Nope.
I don't, there's brainstorming whether there might be a card opportunity to, you know, use the whole park.
Yeah, but there is.
Charge.
It's, what do they charge you, four grand, 2,500?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday, so.
It's good for schooling on that.
So, rock and a hard place there.
It's just, as Brian said, the problem is once you make the decision to give it up, then we're done racing that.
Yeah.
We'll never get it back. And that kind of, you know, that makes them pretty resistant to lowering the price now when they have a waiting list for today. The only thing that, you know, what Brian was saying is, you know, we'd probably pay more than a lot of people. Wheel to wheel, last I knew, this was years ago, when they redid their price work, it was an $8,000 up charge. You know, and the staff at Lime Rock doesn't like it when we come, because we're too much work. You know, honestly, compared to a track day, you know, we're a three-race circuit. We go through a lot of work there.
Yeah. Then that brings me to the Thompson weekend. We, the pro race at Lime Rock is the 22nd, 23rd weekend. So I've talked to the track and I've also talked to the secretary of Tom to see if we can swap out weekends for that week for the July weekend. I have yet, Jeff has actually said he's dropped it to their board, but chuckled in the same tone saying, yeah, we don't do our schedule for another 2 months probably.
It was not. He said he got it to the board, and I didn't see it.
When do they meet?
Last night.
Tom did?
Oh. I had to look at my calendar to figure it out. I tried to.
And I know Jeff's been out of town too, so. Talk about a guy that races. So, there's my predicament right there.
So which date do we have penciled in?
So we have a June 16th and 17th weekend.
Yeah.
And we have right now the 22nd and 23rd.
Which is one that conflicts with the program.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Correct. He penciled it in because that's what we had.
Yeah.
So,
And does Palmer have both dates available? Because that's what we talked about, if we couldn't get Tom to switch with us. We would go to the 15th, and we would do May at Thompson and July at Palmer. That's what we said last month.
you mean June at Thompson?
No, June is Lime Rock. July is the problem with
Right.
Thompson.
Yep.
So right now, he's got us on the 22nd, 23rd, you said.
Right.
Okay, we're trying to persuade the town to go to the 15th. And what we said was, what we were talking about, if I understood it, is, I thought that the 15th was available at Palmer.
Yes.
So we do Thompson in May and Palmer in July in order to not have the progress conflict. I mean, I'd rather do Palmer in May, but, you know, I don't want to have to deal with 3 workers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How am I gonna be, would that be Mother's Day again?
No, Mother's Day is the week after, it's like the 13th.
Right.
Yeah, I hope we never have to do that again.
It wasn't that bad. It's just,
What's funny is people actually came to me that weekend and said, why did we not do Saturday, Sunday?
oh, Mama,
Yeah,
Mother's Day.
they knew that.
Yeah, well, ours was bad.
I had a lot of drivers that weekend come to me and say, why are we doing, you know, maybe, I don't know.
For years, both of them,
Yeah,
like bailed out on Sunday.
Right, they all, yeah, all went home.
I would have to check on, confirm those with the 2 drivers. I don't recall asking Thompson about the May date.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to finagle the other one first. But I can do that. I will do that this week. So are we looking to do that one?
I don't think we,
We're the only SCCA race in Landmark next year, probably most likely.
I don't think we should give it up to all the other races.
Yeah.
Right, you say yes now, if we really are the only one, it's a $520 week. You just put the number, you want it to run? I'm sorry, but we're done.
Like I said, we have that date. It's penciled in. That's ours.
I would say do it for the entry fee that we make money on it.
Yeah. If we're gonna raise the interest rate, I'm not.
Call the last chance. If it loses again, you'll be running with NASA.
They'll know. They'll know. They'll
They'll
do the schedule.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, but you're right, we need to be doing more,
Yeah.
we need to be doing more marketing for our
Yeah, what
events.
you were expecting.
Right, James?
What'd you say?
We need to be doing more marketing for our events, right?
Absolutely.
yeah. Okay, so I will work on the May Palmer and the July Thompson. I can swap them. Do that. I think we do want to stay away from the programs.
Yeah, you gotta just stay away from the program. You can't run a race with 7 workers.
Oh, no, you guys, they did a fantastic job with what we had.
When's Thompson planning on doing the ice breaking?
They were planning on doing it
Yeah, it's usually the
last weekend in April.
So,
3 weeks before.
29th,
Yep. And from what I hear, it's a 1 day. But I can't confirm that.
Have we had any more conversation with them about, working with them on a private school there?
Funny you should say that.
I thought so.
I was gonna ask about the driver's school.
Lou wants to sit down with me next weekend.
Okay, great.
We'll go through that. So it might be looking like we do a driver's school with the ice rink. Yes.
And then drop the Friday one in New Hampshire.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Kind of a way to go. So Lou asked to sit down, maybe you can sit down.
I won't be there.
Oh, that's right. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I use my EBT card.
All right, so I will work on, basically, our last two dates will be the May and July race.
That we gotta figure out. I'll go from there.
Questions, comments? I think I've stayed away from the pro racing.
So that gives us 7 weekends.
Correct. That is,
So if I understand it correctly, you're gonna stay with Lime Rock, you're just gonna up the rate.
Yes.
Okay.
Give for the last group.
Yeah, for the last group, we're the last group, yeah, we're the only show.
I remember as we were saying, probably Boston and Palmer, that it's pretty well done. Yeah, the guy that was from, New York that was running it is moving. Really? Yeah. That's, if I remember right.
That's the chief steward. The chief steward moved, he didn't even show up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Perlman moved out. The, Lapham was at his kid's christening in Colorado, his grandkid's christening in Colorado. We showed up Friday morning, we had no radios. We had bumper track radios, but we got, we got what we did.
Morales there?
Morales and his wife were the only ones that from the region that really showed up. And Chris just organizes parties usually.
And hell of a job he does. Prepping for the run.
No, he's not allowed to go there. His kid won't let him.
so,
Question. Sure. September 8th and 9th in Palmer, that's a Friday and Saturday.
now 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
Might screw up again.
Yeah,
Darla caught me and slapped my hand already.
You're working pretty hard to get fired over
Who wants to step up?
See, you could work Long Rock on that date if you wanted.
So, is Greg on?
I'm listening, yes,
Greg, can you hear us?
Yes.
Do you have anything to say about track night?
It was a great year. I think that our event at Palmer was very successful. Didn't get the return people that I wanted, but we did have some surprise show-ups. And I think we have a lot of interest. And I hope that we can move forward on it again next year and do it at least one, if not 2 or 3 more times.
Cool. All right. What's that one?
Annual meeting. Board of Directors. Now, is anyone here?
Anyways, out of our meeting on the 7th of January, is going to be the annual meeting at Mohegan Sun. They have booked 3 meeting rooms, 1 large, 1 too small, still medium one. They would not give a break on rooms.
No, they did give us a break on it. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say it.
If it's a break, anyway, so what Wiley's doing right now is he's calling the local hotels in that area, trying to get a commitment out of them for a block of rooms and all that stuff. That is, for people that want to stay over. It's gonna be a 1-day event.
Don't bring a lot of them.
So you'll have to sign up for comp card.
Anyway, so that's the thing, is there's more coming on it. Like I said, we had to have the meeting rooms paid for, obligated by today. Also, along with that is our annual elections. We've got 5 board members. One is coming out, and 4 maybe running for re-election. And along with that is Wiley has said he will not CDRE, and that, also, anybody that's interested in running for the board has to have their nomination papers in by the 1st to the 5th of November. November, so 60 days before the meeting,
So,
60 days.
so what's the format for the meeting?
It'll be sessions, depending on specialties and all that, like 1 week or so, 1 week. You know, and then the banquet part of it will be in the evening.
What's going on?
They're still working on that part of it. You know, the big thing was to reserve the meeting rooms.
At the back.
And the banquet. So, and they're still ironing out what the meals will be for the banquet. But, more will be coming within the next couple of weeks and all that. They usually be calling every day and trying to work this out. But like they're doing.
And that's a Saturday? We'll work all that.
On that, on the board members, if you want more fundraising people on the board, apparently the winning strategy is figure out who you want that to be, go ahead and get all the signatures ahead of time, and then you know, ask the person to volunteer. Yeah, the person to volunteer. Put your name at the top.
Like they did the Wiley.
We're still moving forward. And again, awards, drivers awards will be Saturday evening. Anything else on the
Yeah, let's do the umbrellas.
Especially the open wheel guy.
Okay, you want to give them?
Yeah.
What do you imagine? Last year we gave out bags. Equipment bags. And if you want some, I still have some in my trailer.
I'll avoid it. First place person,
You did first, second, and third last year?
they all did the same thing.
Last year, they did. Yep.
Just out of curiosity, are the items that are typically used as awards, are they similar enough in price that you could fully customize and tell people when you get your choice of a bag or a jacket or whatever, monograms with your name and class, position and whatever, and make it more, because they're picking what they want instead of getting a third helmet bag or a fourth jacket.
It's a little complicated, but you know, it's better if we could pull it off. We actually cut it back to the budget, 400 last year, 1,000 for this year. So I remember last year we got a budget. I just convinced the board that we weren't evil. So, may have to be bowling trophies, I don't know.
If we do the polls, then small extra things for the first place.
T-shirt.
I have a chance. Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
All in double extra large, that way everyone's covered.
Just a suggestion, because I think I remember past this, about plaque as the appropriate of the first place where, that's something I.
We could do, we could talk to Donna and we could give, a plaque or a trophy out. For like a golf tour, which is, 2016, something like that, if it was in the budget. That way there wouldn't be any waste, they would have to order them through Donna, and we wouldn't have anything left over.
That works well.
Really? I had a good idea?
Geez, you want this job?
No. I just want to know whoever's in it, what to do.
Better run that by Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nice part is we have some time.
A little bit.
Yeah. I'll do some homework on trophies. You want big ones for the gents, or, really big.
No, I'm not in it this year.
Yeah, you don't care, right?
What do you want?
Oh. Stand for the wheel, so.
Always,
Take him out. Stand on? He was on last time. Yeah. He was on.
Jamie logged it.
Loosen up. Yeah, like he did that to Serge.
Yes, he
Forgot to tighten his gloves. Yeah, and that's not a bad idea. And have them order it and be done with it.
And is Thompson doing something for them too?
They will have the same.
The object is, nobody will understand, yeah.
Yep. Actually, not that, I read it. Understandable, but it actually only says member days. But they extended it. All right, I'll look at trophies. Yeah. For those who weren't paying attention, we run off the last week. I think we had a good contingent out there. Cyber line. But no chance.
Yeah, we got a third.
Ron Barton.
Oh, and Michael Lee got a third also.
Yeah, that's right. I'm saying Mike. They never told Mike how he was doing during the race.
Really?
Yeah, they never told him how he was doing, just kept telling him to keep his head down. Go faster.
Really?
How you doing? Not good enough, go faster.
I do know they had a party out there for the New England region who got together. Hopefully everyone that was out there did hear about it.
8 by 10.
What's that?
This is the party.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Thank you for that. Don't take it.
No, it was a last-minute thing, and
Yeah, no.
they find everybody.
It's tough.
Blame Stephen Trone was in charge of that part.
I will go, this is stuff I want to know, because they called me last minute. Yeah. He was already out there.
It was Monday when he was trying to tell to me at the workshop, I said, you'll never be able to tell everybody. Oh, I'll take care of it, that's easy, I'll get everybody.
So, I did get a sticker of the date. That, actually, that's not it. It's this one, yeah.
Is, Bob on?
Yeah, Bob's here, he's supposedly been listening the whole time.
Is Bob
He
Harrison?
muted himself, but maybe like Greg, he's popping. Might be away from the computer. He's still connected. He had mentioned his intention was only.
Yeah.
He's just that he can talk if he's got a microphone.
Yep. Roosevelt, no, Bob, Dowie is the area one director. That he actually popped on last meeting and said, wow, that's pretty cool. He's the only one doing it, so.
The other reason, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
And they don't do anything, so.
And Grace doesn't come on.
Right.
Well, and he's going for a couple of track nights.
Yeah. Does anyone besides special needs have anything?
We talked about the last couple of months, that Mary Ann's thinking of dropping the tip administration business. And we talked about if we're gonna change people, should we also change methods? And I haven't given it any thought until I walked in the door tonight. And I don't know if anybody else had any thoughts on how we could do that more efficiently, at least come up into the 20th century. Technology, we call paper now.
You know, with the number of people involved, and I'm not sure how to make it more user-friendly. The question is, if we don't have a physical ticket to give them, how do we keep track of them? How do they cash it in, et cetera?
You could keep track of them from notice lists, right? And you could get a list of who registered for work. And
Yeah,
use that.
workers-
Yeah, but they don't show
Yeah,
up.
you don't
They
have
don't
to
show up.
register, right?
Yeah, but you can,
But you guys have the registration.
Well, yeah, but even that, we go to our chiefs. We go to our chiefs, because people can even sign in and not work. But we could have the chief provide a list every week. They have to do that now, but they also hand out a paper coupon. But they also give external login, which is what frustrates Mary Ann, because the chiefs don't always remember to do that.
And then how does the person cash it in? That would have done it.
Exactly.
Well,
Where they got Bitcoin?
well, I mean, if you want to do a progressive guy, if there isn't, I mean, we could do it on an Excel Dropbox, you know, and where you could, Donna could go and check and then, you know, submit the redemptions that way. I mean, it would be possible. There's probably a smarter way to do it that I'm not smart enough to figure out.
Yeah, and basically all we've done there is shift the burden to Donna. Right. So you have to go and check and verify instead of receiving the ticket.
I suppose you're right.
What tips cost?
A year. In 2015, the tips was $7,800 redeemed. Yeah, our worker program is about $25,000 a year, and that doesn't include the parties.
Yeah, we still in short work.
I got an idea that, believe it or not, because you got a whole crew of people that are into racing that don't come to club in the solo. And one of the things that South Jersey does, a club race as a volunteer, you get a free solo entry at one of their solo events. If we wanted to draw some more bodies from people that don't come normally, that are in SCCA, already members.
Well, as long as there's not too many of them. You know,
Well,
I have enough to show, they'll bankrupt you.
Yeah, no, I get that,
Yeah.
but I don't think you're gonna get that many.
Yeah, I assume you're being sarcastic,
But,
that many people would show up.
well, the solo people are notoriously cheap.
Well, I thought,
So, racing guys are? Wow.
Are you kidding me?
I
When I
thought,
wanted to raise solo from 35 to 36, they're like, no, you'll show up.
believe me,
It's part of the
I thought-
demographic, it's part of the age.
They're much cheaper than racers.
I thought we allowed people to use tips for solo entries, but no one, but they've never redeemed them, that I, 2 years I've been doing.
I think what he's suggesting is the reverse, that we need to be marketing to that pool of
Exactly.
potential volunteers.
Exactly. Rather than saying tips to get a solo, say, hey, solo guys, volunteer X number of days flagging, and you get a solo entry.
Yeah, it's like,
You know, and it doesn't have to be 1-to-1. I mean, you could say, you know, 40. It's $40.
That's what my
Yeah,
idea,
so,
that's a card to.
I think you try 140
Yeah.
seconds
We did the same.
for a shirt. I think shirt lasts like years.
Yeah, but if you're a solo guy, you'll take the one.
Well, anyway, my question was what the benefit should be, and if there should be any changes, and how do we administer it?
The numbers that you gave, does that work out to like an average? I mean, essentially, what is the cost per volunteer
year for weekend?
So we give one $8 coupon for every Saturday or Sunday you work, and 2 for every Friday you work.
Yeah, it's up to $60, 16 to 24.
Yeah.
Well, this year was bad, because a lot of Fridays.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Next year we'll have way bad. And that won't subsidize another cost.
Well, no,
You need 5 of them.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't saying one, I wasn't trying to suggest 1-to-1. Just, I know that we've been struggling to get workers. And there's a pool of people there that traditionally don't.
it's a different discussion. That's,
Exactly, sorry.
all we have to do is to do that and say, yes, Solar can redeem them with us, which is not a big deal for me, to administer that part of it. But the question is there a better way to track it? Less burden on the coordinator, less burden.
Not sure it's something 3 or 4 years ago.
The other thing, that odd thing that happens with this program, is it used to be merchandising, it was all things that we had a margin on. When gas prices went up, we started doing gas cards, and there's no profit margin on that at all. So we're paying full retail for our workers. We always like to get a whole.
And I think it's not the gas pump.
I don't know. Yeah, I think we stopped the red roofs, because red roofs. She's also get a debit card, well, she can, but my point is that if we give cash away, then, we lose that advantage. The nice thing about merchandise is, Donna makes a little money on it, the region makes a little money on it, plus it gets our logos out. It's always a good thing.
Well, aren't there also concerns about the gas cards and stuff being a form of compensation?
There's a minority opinion that we have an issue there, but at $8 a day, it's kind of a tough thing to complain about.
Yeah.
It's definitely an expense reimbursement. We have to change the name of the program. He said treasurer wants. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, our treasurer doesn't like the term tips, because he thinks that it's kind of a trigger word with the IRS.
Yeah.
And if we have another program called Change.
James is the retention program.
Yeah. It really binds them to the cloth.
If anyone can come up with, using that would be fantastic.
For next time.
Right down here.
Bob, how did it work with you taking, did everybody give you?
Yes, they did, and she got them all 2 days later.
If you have a stamped self-addressed envelope special, what is the problem?
I didn't get that.
Because they forget where they put it. Or they leave it in the trailer.
So I
In the
want,
mailbox.
My last event, I didn't get one. The first, no envelope in mine.
The first few times that I did it, I had no idea what, she gave me an envelope, I'm like, yeah, whatever, and I threw it in the trailer. Come winter time, I cleaned the trailer, I'm like, I just throw them out. I didn't know I would have to send them back. I just didn't know.
Requires
Re-apply.
You don't have to be retrained after coffee breaks like that.
Yeah, I do.
You do? But if it was, that's one of the things I say is I talked to Mary Ann about this when she was inundated with, she had like 3 chiefs that they turned in from previous things that she was bugging them about. I said, well, why don't you just have one person hand them out and collect them Sunday morning, and then we just send you back in one envelope. And that's what we did, is that problem. And it worked. You just gotta have it.
Oh, you have,
I'm a giant pain in the butt. You know, I ain't gonna never what I expected.
Don't even bother. Well, Mary Ann hasn't taken many offenses. She's trying to do it in a manner that.
But if Bob is gonna be an equal.
Okay, well, I guess that's one thing we have to look at. Administration.
Baseball. Yeah, what's the change? That works.
What's the redemption rate?
That's an excellent question, glad you asked.
You know?
No.
See, all right,
I mean, I know that $7,800 will be turned into 15.
oh,
That's,
but it could be from,
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, annual meeting comes and I open my desk drawer and go, okay, there's 5, you know, and I don't even know what year they were from. So there's probably other people like me. Yeah. So,
we're just discussing, yeah. I mean, it's probably the same 15 people who, say 15 people who, whatever, I'm doing tips, like, where are my tips? Because, like, geez, $16 is gonna make or break you over the weekend.
I need a fix.
But it, you know, we started in, what, 2003, 2000?
It's been a long time. And Mary Ann said there's a lot of them out there, but you know, a lot of them are just they heard the compost.
I hear, you know what, I get a volunteer text me there for one day, I give it to them, never coming back.
No.
There's a bunch of out-of-nature people that end up getting them too.
Yeah. I think the system,
I used to get them from, Walter down in New Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah, people out from out of region.
That's okay if they don't review.
yeah, well,
The
liability.
point is that we started this tip because of the expensive all the tchotchkes that have been used and abused for many years. We said, everybody has a mug, everybody has this, everybody has that, everybody has that.
You know, we used to have trinkets and trash at every event.
Yeah, and instead of doing that, having them get thrown away or put in a corner someplace. And, yeah, we went to, that's when we went to the, just a little bit of history.
Yeah, so now that China's almost a first world country again, that buying stuff with them. You have tchotchkes again instead. There are some volunteers that need new white shirts. But we haven't given out white shirts in, or, I mean, that's what you used to get your stuff. You come in and every, you know, once or twice a year, there was an opportunity to get a shirt. We haven't given out a shirt in
I got 30 years of Memorial Day coffee.
Like I said, they don't have to be made in this country. You know, far enough in advance, you can get them made like $2.50.
Oh, come on, we need to make them,
Really? No, we need to survive.
How do you got?
Afford it? Made in Mexico? We're for profit, not for profit.
And by the way, there are plenty of regions that are paying more than $8 a day for work. You know, that's not a high number. You know, when I was in the Atlanta region, there's somebody who's handing out $30 worth of cash there for work.
Plus meals?
Plus meals, plus the catering, yeah.
we should add expiration dates for your
Mary Ann has said that a lot, and if we change systems, that would be a good finish to do a phase in, but honestly, I think over a certain amount of time, they just kind of disappear. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big a deal. I think our redemption's been fairly consistent.
I mean, I understand the idea, but I can only translate that to kind of my line of working with loyalty programs, is that members don't like their points in their loyalty program expiring, because different people save up their points for different rewards, and if you're saving up a lot of tips for a really fancy something, and so.
Well, reserve it, yeah, right, it's free trip to Vegas, yeah, another 20 years, I can get an SRO. Used.
All right, so,
Yeah.
that's savings when I expect right now. The other, talking about needing workers, sound, we're still looking correct?
We are. So we had, well, there was a winter in the pit spot. And I'll be writing up the protocol for doing sound. And here's my feeling right now is next year, and I want out of I will work with anyone to do sound, to train them, to work with them, for do races and that sort of thing, get them up. If no one shows up at the first race to do sound, I'm not going to do it right. Someone has to step up and get it. And I'll work with them. If no one shows up, I'm not.
Long and around, I'm not.
Okay, besides the specialties, anyone else have? There's no way to straighten the mail just yet. Full and partial duty. Today, and the 11th is the
What's that for?
Florida and Park, New Jersey, FLORHA.
From the board. For those uninitiated like myself, what is the name of it?
When we pretty much do the schedules.
Yeah.
As a board.
Schedule meeting, it's also the deed of awards.
Deed of award.
So it's a group of.
The Northeast Division.
Northeast Division. Northeastern.
All, everybody.
From Division to Western New York.
What's the town again? Lauren?
Lauren, Park, New Jersey. Yeah, it's not too deep in New Jersey. It's Western New York.
And I think it's a one-day format, because I thought, what Brandon told me.
Really?
I thought that's what he said.
It's pretty much.
I didn't go out either, so I didn't only have to get on.
Yeah, they were setting up programs. South Carolina, Palmer.
That could be why they changed the one.
I don't know.
That was supposed to on the weekend.
Couple things relating to that from our illustrated license that we tell everyone that Dudley is retiring from his role. So that leaves her and Brian. My question, if we go to the 2 days that we're negotiating, those are Saturday, Sunday week. Whatever you said to do in May and July, they're going to be Saturday, Sunday.
Well, did we determine that for Thompson for sure? For July?
Oh, yeah.
It's just Saturday, Sunday, October, which is the issue.
Right, but I don't think we've actually decided for July.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta figure it out. You gotta figure out what we're gonna get.
most likely, well,
Most likely Palmer's.
Palmer's gonna be Saturday, Sunday.
Palmer's Saturday.
Wherever we're going to Palmer, it's gonna be Saturday.
The question is, you know, we were 2 Friday, Saturdays at Thompson. Do we do 1 Friday, Saturday, 1 Saturday, Sunday and compare? Or do we change them both? This off, at 50.
Friday, Saturday, and Friday, Saturday,
In July.
and the Friday, the Saturday, Sunday in July, because we can run late. We can run late in July, and then the Friday, Saturday in October, because we don't have any light, you know, the days for.
That's the common event this year ran.
So what's it?
The common event at Thompson.
The August day of the hamster, that goes, that the RAL weekend also.
We haven't gotten that far yet, I'm just worried about dates first.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, if you're trying to spread it around, if you do Lime Rock, it's already gonna be a Friday, Saturday, so you don't wanna do too many of Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, we did 2 many this year. We did 4. 5 if you count the drivers.
We have to go step. All right, Jesse knows. Very much. Okay, what else? My question or non-question?
Annual waiver for changing for 2017. If you don't have an annual waiver, it will be good from January 1st to December 31st. Unless between October 1st and December 31st of the year, we write one up for you, then it's the to December 31st of 2017. If you have an annual waiver that has a different date validity on it, like if you did one, let's say, in an October rate, and so it's good for the next up. Next October. Yeah, it's good for the next up. So if you did one in the autumn,
That's a bad example.
you did one in September rate. Okay, you did one in September rate, it couldn't be good till next September. Right. To try to do things along the registration, I'm going to push everybody getting annual waivers. They're free. They used to cost, I guess, 3 members. It's 3 members, you have to be a member. So I will have a form, we'll have a tablet, we'll have a whiteboard where you put your name and your member number. Like this. You can take a picture, you email it to the SCCA, you fill out the form, and I email that to the SCCA.
So you get a hard card?
Not, yes, the hard card, yeah, the hard card annual waiver. So you don't have to sign a waiver, you just show it to it. So that'll help speed things along. So I'm gonna try to do that some at the October rate. And, begin the meeting, whatever, and we'll really push it. As long as it expires in January.
If your annual waiver expires prior to October, you sign that you are going to renew and it's going to expire on December 31st.
Mine expires in January of 17. January of 17, I get my.
Right, yeah. Or we can redo it right now, we can redo it tomorrow. And it'll be good till the end of December. If you don't, see it. So there is that change. So your membership will be still what it was for the validity date, but your annual waiver is going to be counted.
So Marilyn, after the meeting, some of the time, help me make sure I've got everything written down so I can put it on Facebook to help
Oh, okay.
promote the October thing, so people come to you wanting to get it done.
Yeah. So if you can get an extra body of registration or something that would.
Now, if you already have a picture on file, that's still good.
Right, if you have a picture on file, that's still good.
Do SCCA, give a picture and file to SCCA.
Right.
Okay. So all you need is my
You
name.
just need the new regular.
Okay.
Which I have.
I'll do that Friday when I write.
Okay, yeah, I'll have one
Is it a form I can post and people can reprint it and bring it or not?
It has to be it has to be signed by one of us. It has to be
Well, the
colored.
form you could probably link, the form you can download from SCCA.com, you can have your print in color. You could probably link it, because it's either have to be signed by a registrar or a notary.
It's gotta be signed by somebody there.
Well, you know, if you have a notary and you're working in your office, you can do it that way too, that's what I usually do. I got a
I know.
so I do it for other people, but I don't have any friends who are registered. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for my office, and,
And we will be shorthanded again for the October race because Karen won't be there. Is she on that team?
She was on the first one, and I sent her a new link, I think I forgot, and she said, Joey sent me into this one, I can't. She said hi.
She's in rehab. No, she's.
Right.
I didn't say she's in a nursing home, that sounds important.
No, it's a rehab.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, she's in rehab, and she's getting a little better slowly, yeah. She's having trouble walking, but very slowly.
Is this your name?
No, she has, that have affected the kidney. Start off with what's the one? That's the right.
It all comes down to poorly managed diabetes.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's.
And I think there was a card hanging around here.
He came in late. Whoever came in late, I've got a card here.
Okay, and you're happy with the, where? Working on fantastic.
Yeah.
Dick is happy because the money's coming right in.
You know, and I realize it's extra work for the ladies. But,
We're used to it now, it's actually pretty good.
yeah, it's worked out really, really well.
But
Good.
we could put that in the budget for next year for.
Maybe a completely different idea, just have, and a historical thing, I don't know if it's been done in the past. Is there a demand by members for a event T-shirt? And could we not, if someone was willing to take on the job, I know that's always a problem, could we sell sponsorship for a T-shirt and make a specific T-shirt that might be for sale and not for given? But as Brian pointed out, if you get them made from for $5, like, is there any interest in that sort of idea? Has it ever been done before?
I'm guessing it's been done before?
No.
Did already.
No?
Oh, wow, yeah, we sold RAL.
I know I did one for Thompson.
How good?
You're against specific stuff. It's still there.
How about a series? How about a nerd shirt with the, you know, like a concert shirt where it's got the whole world tour on it?
Yeah.
Good idea.
That way it would have a little more shelf life.
Like that.
So, also, has been thrown up this one, with a T-shirt with the 4 track.
Say that again?
4 track. That we raised.
Yeah, well, you could do, yeah, you could do.
They have the 4 tracks.
All right. I'm the lucky guy who gets to ride with Bob here. I had a little bit about it. And Josh does some of this stuff, right? Don't we have Josh throw a little something on a piece of paper? Yep.
He did one for Calco.
Because we can put the triangle on the project.
He did one for Calco with the big 3 tracks that we raised there.
If we have them left over, we just rubber screen series champion on and give them like.
Just X it out. X it out.
I said, yeah, X out the track that he was.
Yeah, right. Why don't we do that?
I'll talk to Josh.
Maybe we can, I can call up the guy who got these concentrates from, because it seems pretty reasonable.
Right, you can download the track.
My guess would be that it'd probably be about $15 a piece. So we could tell them for me.
Less money.
gotta be cheap.
Yeah. Not 15, less money.
How many shirts do you want to buy?
You can get a meat for, depends how many colors you use first.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm asking. How many
I'm
shirts?
just thinking, you have to be local. I mean, crap, you get them for $10 a piece, you buy a dozen. I just bought a dozen, single color. They're cheaper than that. You buy 5 dozen, 10 dozen, the price goes down. And I paid a high price because it was with my charity. Right, the handicap sales workshop. People like liquor and stuff.
Brian's great.
And, so I pay a premium to them to give them the work. You can get it done cheap.
We'll start with that. Of course, we don't have all race dates yet, so. that's all
Yeah,
right.
we can't print them. So,
The part of my question also involved sponsorship. That's the way to subsidize the cost and get it to your free for people. What's our opportunity or issue with sponsorship? Like basically advertising.
No objection, so we just have to finally go and local people. And nominate you as chief.
Sure.
Hustler.
No, to take care of the design.
They're artistes, they can't be hustlers.
Oh, maybe I'll get a reminder chiefs about the.
Yeah.
we actually just got to ignore that.
We give it to them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, we basically just give us our hands.
I heard that.
All together.
JD, if you all come up with a design, share that with me and I'll. Okay.
I know somebody that can get us one. I don't know. Depends on which I can achieve.
I'm sorry, we don't have power available, do we?
Solar panel.
It doesn't matter, we don't look at the starter stand anyway.
Well, we can't see.
I might actually
They double checkered flags, you're right.
Hey, we have a driver that doesn't see black flags for 3 laps.
Well, he's old.
More than one. You got more than one, JD.
I like the guys that take the checkered flag.
Okay. Nothing else? Nothing else?
More than one.
Anybody have anything?
Yeah, a little bit over the plan. The Frank Rod Auto Show is March and Jeff Adams. Both best road racing car champions of the car show. So they need their, I believe that for any arguments, as a joint effort with. They've had some great support from our road racers. So it always comes down to who can pull the trailer out in the snow or anything else. Good time to start thinking about whether you might have something time to put out in front of everybody to help grow knowledge as well for the indoor car show.
Trevor? Would you also get with Paul and make sure that they have an opportunity to be included in the car shows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hope is that, there could be a road race, things just like all the old tracks. We're able to show their stuff. It's cheap, it costs $300 for as much space as any SCCA one last couple of years. With power, might have to write.
That's the one that's the big deal,
That's been on the board budget for a couple of years.
Is that the race around show or is that the?
It's now, yeah, race around the Frank Rod, they're one.
They only do one.
usually the first weekend in March, last weekend in February.
March 10th and what? March 10th through the 12th, 3 days.
Hey, Brian, who's the keeper?
Well, there's the Racers Expo tomorrow.
Your official draft and the picket fences.
Don't.
No, what's it, no?
I have no idea who we had last.
All right.
Specialties. Registration, got anything? Cool. Start, Amy.
I covered what I needed.
Cool. Karen's on here, Connie. Cool. Jesse, we heard from her. Peter, got it? Please. Ed?
We only have one other guy.
Just like the rollerblades.
We have 144 flags. So that ordering 300 is being given. We only have 6 races this year. We're gonna have more than that's 300.
I don't know whose jurisdiction falls under here, but Black Flag Stewards flag. But it's Palmer, because so I have it for the break.
Oh. So we thought Bob Anderson would squeeze go down there.
They look like it fell between the cracks. That's good.
What you don't know is I have the other one in my car. I forgot to put it in the trail.
Well, I plan to bring it home.
Okay. I'll take care of both.
What's the next one? First off, Paul, do you have anything you want to bring up or anything?
For this coming year, this 2017, we're trying to got a conference date set already. We've got copies of one of our race weekend. Palmer, Saturday the 6th.
So there, that's just answer that question.
Yeah.
So you're May 6th at Thompson?
Yeah. We have another, going to have another date at Thompson. And the date of Pocono.
The Pocono one, was that like a, I think it, what you call it, was it like a chase race or something like that?
As part of the event, we do a Pocono, in the afternoon, we do a relay race, we call it, but it's based on everyone's set time trial time last time, and then teams are formed up, so it's a team challenge. Half a dozen cars on the team, all on the track.
And the Chip Pocono date, this is weird. Well, really honestly, going to be up in.
Oh, good point. Yeah, Grid will be in B at Thompson. Oh, you guys want to.
Are you racing golf carts at Thompson? Because they're not in the budget. And we ended up with 5 golf carts last in July. We weren't. 183. Why?
In case we have a black flag, so they can make it up there.
They're right there. They gotta run 50 feet.
The board, when we have the budget approved, we're going to come back on those expenses. And I don't see the need for golf carts at Thompson. Maybe the race chair evidence will come back.
The nice part, the race chair has one. Yeah.
Because unless we've got an invalid chief steward or chairman, I don't see why we need any at all.
Safety.
Wow.
I'm asking.
If someone has to find the driver quickly, it's all parts of the system. That's
If you
my
use
only
your,
comment.
if you use your badge and come and do one.
Who has it?
I meant that you can't come and do one.
Right.
Perhaps Peter Morrison. Well, that's not the point. The question is, what specialties need a golf cart? We didn't rent any at Lime Rock.
The race chair could probably use one schlepping stuff from the trailer to the party site. I mean, that does come in handy. I don't know, I never shared it.
But it's trailer in power.
Right by the tower.
So it's like 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet.
50 yards.
you try it without them, you'll discover where you really.
Yeah, really.
Well, it's just, it's 500, we spent $500 in July, but I don't understand why we spent.
Yeah, if the trailer's that close, we got a hand truck, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little red wagon.
That'll work too.
Everything's right there.
Well, in Thompson in July, we moved a lot of water, a lot of coolers, a lot of ice. But if you head to head, would you have been creative and found some other solution? No.
No,
we
had a black flag.
How else you gonna do? We had a black flag, one black flag.
They didn't have enough water to dry and brought.
You can't just use cars, it's just not enough room to maneuver a car.
Do you want to just get one for the race gear?
Who's the chief?
And actually, I said it, and the only one that might be one would be the safety steward. If we had one available, we could say there.
Yeah, the race chair only needs it first thing in the morning.
Mary Ann.
And it's not it's surely a coincidence that the person who happens to be race chair has his own golf cart.
Yeah. But like I say, so if we have one available, that's fine. We just keep
And then the
it
one we can go, if need be, we race up and get bread.
Let's go play around the golf and take the cart.
Well, the cars are there.
Yeah, but the black flag.
Their cars are.
Oh, their cars, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, but then they're gonna get their keys out.
Oh.
You need to get ice.
Look, honestly, the only reason that golf cars is they cruise around in the evening with their wine.
Yeah.
You can be the battle. Well, I'll tell her. We'll have one for emergency, only in the cat fight.
The race chair or the safety steward.
Yeah.
Race chair or the safety steward.
Safety steward is right here.
Race chair or the safety steward, keep the keys. All right, golf carts. Enough on golf carts. Next meeting will be the 28th of October. What we got written down.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Well, we gotta get the schedule final before we go to Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm sure someone can do it for me.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
Hopefully we'll see you guys all at Thompson. And, thank you for coming.
I'll just hear all
Thank you, Greg and Bob, for joining us tonight.